Hi everyone, I am Seong-ah, producer. Can you imagine big Korean celebrities talking about R-rated sex topics on TV? Seriously, can you even picture that? The greatest lyricist of our time, Kim In-ah, and the hottest rapper and entertainer, Din. You should all know the song Flower Path. Lee Won-suk, the vocalist of one of the most well-known Korean band, Daybreak, national one-pick singer-songwriter idol, Jung Se-woon. Together with these celebrities, I discussed topics related to sex on a program called Gomak Mate. First night with a boyfriend. A boyfriend that has no sexual experience. What should the girl do here? This was actually a story shared by a viewer, and Kim In-ha, with sincerity, told her that if virginity or even body count is a major concern for her partner, she shouldn't even bother seeing that person. Din also shared his own healthy first experience honestly, and said that if someone is disappointed because it's not your first time, you should break up with them right away. Lee Won-suk of Daybreak also gave thoughtful advice, saying that what's meaningful and important is having your first time with someone you love. Thanks to this, they were able to create a hugely successful piece of content called Conversations of Woke Adults, which reached a total of 5 million views. The reason for this huge success lies in its sincerity. All the panels openly shared their own experiences with honesty and empathy, genuinely hoping to be helpful, like a friendly neighbor. That's why Gomak Mate was able to create its own kind, gentle, and harmless R-rated content. 15 years ago, when I joined SBS as a rookie PD, there were only 4 broadcasting stations. The famous KBS, MBC, SBS, and EBS. Back then, it was an era when simply showing something new on screen would guarantee good ratings. So, while working on programs like The Hidden Kingdom of Bhutan for SBS Special, I also tried to show things that had never been seen before. But I wanted to try something new and different. Because now, it's no longer an era where the whole family gathers in the living room to watch TV together. Now, it's an era where each person chooses to watch only what they want, on their phone or laptop. Whether by choice or necessity, it was time for a change in the content I had been creating. So in 2016, I decided to start making digital content. Honestly, just 6 years ago, everyone said I was crazy. They said, "What kind of network TV producer makes YouTube videos? You've lost your producer's spirit." But how is it now? Now, since everyone only looks for content that matches their own tastes, content that hits their interest exactly and feels genuinely connected to them, creates true fans and wields real power. How great would it be to have an older sister or brother who thoroughly listens to my worries and asks if I'm okay? Gomak Mate was created with exactly this intention. Now we need a new definition of content and also a different approach. In this era of overflowing contents that we are living in now, I thought that content which gives a sense of connection, content that resonates with me, rather than just showing something new, would become popular. And now, that era has truly arrived. So, how can we create content that gives people the feeling of being connected? Whether it's a TV program featuring celebrities or content created by individual creators, there's actually not much difference. The important thing is that you need to create content that reflects your own unique color. For me, that was comfort and empathy. Not just for me, but people in general also want to receive comfort and empathy by watching those shows. This is a very universal emotion found in most beloved content. Well, when I was a senior in high school, with less than 5 months left before the college entrance exam, my dad suddenly passed away at the very young age of 53. At 19, I couldn't stop crying. But honestly, what was even sadder was that I didn't really have anyone to open up to about how I felt. My mom was in deep shock after losing her husband. And what of my soft-hearted younger sibling? As the eldest daughter, I had to stay strong. But it was nowhere near as easy as it sounded. So, as expected, I failed the college entrance exam that year. Of all days, it happened to be Christmas Eve. That was the day the results for the university I wanted to attend were announced. I still vividly remember receiving the ARS message saying, "Miss Ok-Seong-ah, you have not been accepted." Then I wandered around crying among people who all looked so happy on Christmas Eve. There was something I resolved at that time. If I ever became a producer, I wanted to create programs that would contain the comfort and empathy I needed most back then. So, in the end, I made it happen. Exactly 19 years after being 19 years old. I created a Gomak Mate episode with a story about the death of a parent, about someone who wants to say "I love you" to their mom but cannot anymore. Creating something about death on YouTube, a platform optimized for short, light viewing, was an unheard of idea, so there was a lot of opposition. But I wanted to connect the storytellers and the content to build a community where we could comfort and empathize with each other. Though we can't fully understand someone else's pain, our hearts can still be with them. Maybe because my sincerity came through, it became an opportunity for me to gain a lot of true fans who appreciate the unique style of the content I create. So what I really want to emphasize is that people now like and support content with a distinct personality. That's because people only seek out what they like these days. So what is your unique color? And how can you create compelling content that starts from who you are? From now on, I'll share methods that anyone can use. You've seen Hyori's Homestay, right? You've probably watched programs like On and Off or Talk Road at least once as well. All of these are shows produced by PD Jong Hyo-min, who was my senior at SBS. If you think about them for a moment, you'll notice they all have a similar vibe. They all respect each individual's life and never force the cast to do things they don't want to do. The focus is on finding points that viewers can relate to. The shows I produced like Yes I'll Guso, Sen My Way, and Gomak Mate are similar. My style is to create content that neither judges nor criticizes. I respect each person's concerns just as they are. In fact, there are already too many programs about harsh, intense stories out there. People tend to watch those shows while criticizing them because the stories are strong and provocative. But I like to keep things more mild. I deal with everyday concerns surrounding our daily lives. I also don't give out firm answers or tell people what they must do. Just a simple show that listens to me when I'm struggling, believes in me, cheers me on, and offers empathy based on experience. Thanks to the people who appreciate that style, I was able to create a mild content with loyal fans that, even in this era dominated by spicy content, has achieved a cumulative 100 million views, 70 million views, and 45 million views with its mild flavor. How do we create content even without any professional skills? Actually, it's not something grand like a TV program. Every photo, meme, or short post we upload to social media every day is content. And now, there are so many services that help you gather people and make money with your own content. For example, there are plenty of opportunities around us, like SEBASI Land, Class 101, Tallinn, and Purin. Now, as long as you have your own content, you can jump on any of these platforms. There's only one thing you need: the courage to bring out your interests and tastes, and the persistence to keep at it. I recently published a book titled Creating Content That Sells Kindly and Harmlessly. Even the title of the book itself reflects my own unique style. And this book came about because I consistently captured my thoughts as they came to me, writing them down in my phone's notes app, taking screenshots right away, or jotting down good ideas on a napkin while having coffee. All these little habits added up and eventually led to publication. So my motto isn't everything is possible, but rather doing anything possible. Since you might not know what you're good at, try throwing the ball in different directions, and if you find a place where it really lands, you can start from there. Don't just stay thinking, give it a try. I'll give you a little push today so you can get started. Then, true fans who appreciate your unique style will appear, and your content will grow into something influential that offers comfort and empathy. In the end, what truly captures people's hearts is the power of a story. What do you think is yours? Take it out and share it today. Thank you.